It's time. Let's make sure my microphone's working okay. Let's make sure it's all going to Stream Manager. There we go. Let's go. Let's go. Why? Boom, boom. Let's go. Tristan, how you doing? Welcome on in. Just trying to get all this set up and working. Make sure everything's on point with where it should. What's happening, Lux? It was something. It was SummerSlam. That's the best way you can put it. SummerSlam was SummerSlam. Kane, what's happening, bro? Glad you're doing good. Glad everyone's feeling okay this evening.
I like turtles.
I'm going to give you what you need. You, the gift of the professor. Drink it in. Evo, thank you so much for the subscribe. For 2 months. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much. Here comes the money.
Bro!
What's happening, Bean? Always makes me laugh. Still, after all this time, always makes me laugh. Welcome on in. What's happening, Kai Rain? Saved by the bell. Scott, you made it. You're in on time. What's happening, Eagles? How you doing? I did not get that. There's no sound on the alerts right now? No. All the alerts are playing in my head, but they're not playing for anybody else? Isn't that weird? Alright, hold on a second. What's going on here? Blurps should be working. It's not working for you either? Okay, hold on. I'm going to have to go figure that out. Ain't that a kick in the head? Let's figure out why this isn't working now. Boo earns. Always makes me laugh, but it never works for everybody else. Isn't that weird? Properties. What's going on with you? Control audio via OBS. There we go. See if that makes a difference. All right. Putting the wallet up for away for a few months. Yeah, Kane. After doing something like that. Let's see if John Cena works. Oh, did it not work? Nothing.
John Cena!
Everybody else did that? What's happening, Ivy girl? How you doing? Hey, hey. Kid got Logan in a single pull. Wow, Bean. Yes, you can hear it. Okay. If your faction stays in second, you'll have Logan Paul.
It's a new day. Yes, it is.
Okay, that's pretty awesome. Very good. You did a shard recruit for the new Drew and the Logan. Nice, Eagles. Congratulations. That's awesome. Well, hopefully you guys stay in second. Hopefully you can get that on the way up. That'll be good. That's awesome. Your eardrum say Cena is working? Yeah, mine too. Now I just have to go figure out where we're doing this. So Cena should be there. Yeah, Jesus. Sorry, I was playing with all of these to figure out which ones were working and which ones weren't. So it's so weird. I have to change all of my settings, whether I'm on the main channel or not the main channel, and it always throws me off. Okay, let's see if put that back down. There we go. All right, we're gonna put that down. Wow, that was. I hope everyone's eardrums are okay now. Jesus. No, restate. They're not gonna fix any of that stuff. That ain't gonna happen. So that's got down. That's got down. We're gonna turn up my microphone, so hopefully you guys can hear me better. Sorry, my microphone broke. I spilled coffee on it. My computer didn't break, but the microphone broke. So yeah, that was loud. That was really loud. Yeah. All right, I'm trying to fix it all. Okay, so how is my mic volume now? Am I doing better now? What's happening? Theory, how you doing? Party time. Yeah, it's party time. All right, I turned the sound alerts down, turned the blurps down. Hopefully those still two work. Now it's good? Now you can hear me. Okay, good. It's so weird. Whenever I change channels back and forth from the main channel to my channel.
You just made the list!
You just made the list. The 1-3-16. Thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate that. He's, yeah, just it's just the way he is, right, Evo? The mic volume for you is the same. Everybody else hear me okay? Let me. I'll turn it up just a little bit more. How's that? Let's turn it up another decibel and a half. See if that works a little bit better. Okay. Boo words. I was saying boo earns. Okay, good. Okay. Can you hear me now? Okay. Is this working better for you? I'm going to have to go out and buy myself a new one. What's happening, Spinizzle? Turn that a little bit like that. Is that better? What's happening, Mike? How you doing? Yeah, Restate. He's not good. HBK, what's happening? Good to see you, bro. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, he wasn't that good, and if you saw my video, there's really only two ways to play him, and I was like, I am not putting up 5 movesets for this guy. He's just not. You're not going to use any of them. They're all hot garbage. There's 2 that you can kind of play and use for him, and I was like, that's all I'm doing. Nice HBK. Eagles, I have, as always, no information about what's coming. They never tell me anything. Bro. They tell me nothing. I was having this conversation before stream with Theory, actually, that, you know, if I'm not reading the blog, they don't tell me who that superstar is. I actually, like, have to watch to do the live whiteboard highlighting. Live, I don't have anything. Are you talking here for the stream, Theory? We already know it's coming. Yeah. What's up, Zandal? How you doing? I have no idea. Like, they don't tell me. Like, seriously, on a week-to-week basis, I have no idea who's coming into the game. They don't tell me this stuff. So, I have to beat that Disruptor Challenge. What do I get for this? Well, I get 2 tokens. That's actually worthwhile. I might do that. Yeah, so you're going to get a blog tomorrow night. Most likely Merrick's is going to be reading a blog tomorrow night. So yeah, get ready for that. That's when we'll find out what's happening. They haven't done anything else. I don't know, they might do something tonight. They might just throw out a blog tonight. They tend to do that on a Sunday, and then we're all like, hey, maybe I should read a blog while we're sitting here. So yeah, we got to use Roman Reigns, not Jay, unfortunately. Like I wouldn't, yeah. Encircling things. Oh, so when I'm doing stuff like that, okay. So Theory, I actually have a Samsung Fold. So the bigger Samsung one that folds in half and gives you the big screen, and I have an S Pen. That's what I use for all of that. So that's how I make all my stuff work. And so I record all my videos on my phone, and then I have to upload them into my computer, and then from there, I can do all the fun and funky stuff to make the editing work. You like turtles? What's happening, Dirty? How you doing? October zombies. September is the 4 new superstars we voted for. So August should be mutants. It should be. That's if we do it again. I don't know, Eagles. I'm totally with you. So Feud was Feud. I fell asleep for the 3rd one, and I woke up about 30 minutes before it ended. So I actually got a few of them in. So it wasn't that bad. I got, I did one less Feud than I normally do. So. Definitely could have hit higher. So, but it is what it is. Sometimes we sleep in this world. So that's where we are with it. You just got to get me a little bit tipsy. That's all, Mike. That's exactly it. You fall asleep during the bear explodes. Look, Kyrie, not everyone's as monotone as I am. So that usually does it. You've been a Note guy usually. Yeah. You went from the Note, and now you just went to the Galaxy. Yeah, so I got the Galaxy Fold, bro. What? So yeah, that's what I've gone to, and I'm never going back. I'll be buying Folds from here on out. I just love having the option of opening it up to like a tablet size. Yeah, I'd be hoping for a Master of the Universe. I'm hoping for another easy MLC as well, Dirty. That's exactly what we need right now. So. Yeah, mutants have like jumped around. They've been at the start of the summer. They've been at the end of the summer. They've found ways in between things too. So, yeah, it's a lot of interesting stuff that we have to do, right? So, yeah, Gold box was Gold box was indeed very attainable in these milestones for sure. Theory. So I got the moment that we all thought I would get. I got the DX Army Assault for a second time in a row. So didn't get the moment that I wanted, or the moment that I needed, or any moment that was new. It was exactly the same. So next MLC, Rey Mysterio LWO Monster. That's quite a shout out. That would be crazy. Yeah, male acros at least better than this one that we just got, right? Like we need a much better one. So you got the NWO moment? Well, I already got that one too. So yeah, that wouldn't have helped me either, Kid Kelly. That's what you got for the first time. Nice. Yeah, Kyrain. Oh my gosh, she showed me the picture, and I was just like, oh, you got to be kidding. That's so lucky, so lucky. What are you? You're two. Actually, I actually need a black MP on there. You got the WrestleMania, the old one, not the new ones. Oh, Lux, I'm so sorry. You got the damage control HBK, and you got the damage control too, Mike. I hate both of you. Both of you, congratulations. Always the humble bagger, right, KP? Oh, you guys, killing me, killing me. Let's see. We need that's 4, and then 7, and 1 is 8. That'll do. That'll get us what we want, and then we can do some move damage on the back end of this. It's crazy. From the free loot. Dirty, you got it from the free loot? That's not even right. That's not even fair. Got 28 kill moments, yeah. Well, yeah, if you're going to use it for solos moment, that's a big, big deal. That's going to come in some serious handiness right there. Let's confirm that. The WrestleMania ones, you already had that one, Chris? Oh, that's too bad. I'm sorry. It stinks when it's one that you've already got before, right? Like, you're just like, all right, well, I guess I'll just have to do what we're going to do, right? You're in the same boat. You got the DX Army moment. Oh, for the Tour Blitz? Yeah, that's... What are you going to do, right? It just stinks. Which prize wall are you talking about, Restate? Are you talking about the MLC prize wall? Or are we talking about the one for the weekend? Do you hate me really, though? I mean, kind of, but no, not really. I just hated that you got it and I didn't. Maybe that's better. No pull luck for me this weekend, y'all. I had some terrible, terrible luck. And I've been busy this weekend. One of my kids is kind of sick. And so that made it terrible. So yeah, I just didn't have a chance to put a video together for it. So, and everybody's on ads. Everyone's on ads. All right, we'll wait till everybody comes off. You took Showboat, Orton, Ziggler, same ads for everybody. I apologize, everybody. It is what it is. It's ad time. Yeah. You know somebody who got one. There was no good Tapjoy for me, Zandal. So I didn't actually put a Tapjoy. I didn't actually download anything this week so far. I might take another look again, but when I looked the other night, it was pretty awful. So I was just like, no, I think I'm going to stay away from this. Yeah, like this, there was, the last couple of times out, they've been like, 300K, 400K, 500K in-game cash, and you're like, yes, sign me up. I might even spend 10, 15, 40 bucks in this other game and load up on this stuff, right? Yeah, Bean, like there was just nothing good there whatsoever. Yeah, the raid one was gone for most people, I heard, and then there was just nothing, right? How his solo weekend was. All right, KP, you've been singled out. You're back, Kid Kelly. Okay, yeah. So you wanted to find out how to play Tech Roman in this way. You max it out. That's not bad, Lux, right? That definitely you can work with, right? Apple users get hosed, right? So not only are you buying an inferior product, right, Devil Dozer, but it was great. Thanks for asking. Shut down. And moving on. Nice. Yeah, Apple just doesn't get the same sort of offers, which stinks, right? Next is Striker Austin to 6-star bronze. Interesting with the Santa gear and everything. What is the entourage we're using? So this is how I usually play when it comes to tours, especially when we're trying to win against somebody. That way we can heal ourselves somewhat, destroy some gems. We got green submission gems as well there too. Do I have a loadout? I don't. I need to set a loadout. Yeah, you definitely have to max all those moments. That's why you're doing them up. Okay. Don't like your setup very much. yeah, give them something better, right? Apple needs something better for those things for sure. Is that all that is? Like 155 in-game cash. You know, that's still a lot of in-game cash, right? Dirty, but even still, like the fact that that's all that is out there is pretty terrible. It's a good time about. Well, Mike, I don't know. That seems like a dangerous power to give into someone's hands who just wants to time out his faction mate every 10 minutes. that seems that seems dangerous to just hand out to people. What do we have? Do we have anything to start with him right now? I figured you would disagree. Do we have anything? No class, no value, nothing to charge. Okay, so we got nothing on there. Yeah, I think the TA should probably be at that point first. We'll have to get Mike into the TA program, but then we have to get my other TA that abilities as well too. That's Kyrain would be first in line if that's the case. So I guess so. I guess that's where we're going. All right, so we don't want blue. We don't want botch. Green. We can choose to destroy more gems, and then we can green. Do we need Santa on here? Let's see. And coasted right through the tour. Oh, nice. Nice, Kane. What up, Mule? How you doing? Sip, how you doing? The green, red, yeah. You have 21 moments, and all of them are 6-star except for one. Dang, Eagles. You're killing it right now. You like the Bret Hart plate on Roman, like the All Hart plate? Or the other plate that's Bret Hart? And the health steal, yeah. And then we can go... See, I don't like adding more to this, right? We're already doing like 9 turns of submission, so that's actually not needed. We actually just want as much damage as we can do, probably. I guess it just depends on what you want. The health, so yeah. Oh, the botch plate one, yeah, that one. If you have like... If you wanted to run this move set instead, right? If you wanted to do these 3, that also can work. You can also gain red MP. Yeah, it can work. This will probably be the easiest way to do it. It'll take a while, but you can get it done this way. Teacher's pet. Demo, how you doing? Bro. Y'all are fighting. Yeah, you're on my channel. It's fine. As long as it doesn't get too crazy, then it's fine. Yeah, if you said that on the other channel, that would have gotten blocked. My channel doesn't have it that high. What do we want? We were doing reds and greens. Do I have a green? Do I have a green? I do have a green. All right, well, let's throw that one on there. Delete. You have no fancy green sword. You took IOW Charlotte 6 silver. Interesting. I have Hall of Fame China 6 silver, but I don't have that moment. Like if I had her moment, I would totally have taken that up. For sure. More book pops are coming out. Everybody, settle down. Settle down. All right, so we have green move damage, which is what we're doing for a bit. We could put... Scopely does need a new Power Rangers crossover. What's happening, Bills Mafia? How you doing this evening? Hope you're doing well. Beth 6-star silver. That's a good call out too. Taking up Beth or Natalia, because they're, as long as you have the tokens, it's pretty easy stuff. How many golden tokens? It's 32, 34, something like that. Put the botch out. More botch and then the finisher. Yeah, Alex, you can do that one as well too. I just find that like it's like 40. Yeah, it's somewhere. I thought it was like 32 or 35, but maybe it is like 40 dirty. The problem with that moveset is that once we get high enough, what's happening, Marco? How you doing? Once you get too high, then it's just not going to keep anybody down. You're going to have to get lucky, especially against a 6-star bronze. For 2 months, yeah, exactly. It's basically like 2 months every day. You defeated the Helmo with 5 bronze. Oh wow. Skill plates you pick up either from the skill plate wall or other places. So Marco, the China moment is what you asked. Hold on, I'll show you. It's Ba, 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 ba. You did your damage from the Hellsteel. Yeah, so the Hellsteel, yeah, you can also load up the Hellsteel damage. You can load up the gem damage. You can pick whichever one you want. China is a part of this one, I want to say. So yeah, so this, when maxed out, Marco, you can get, you can generate, so with her black moveset, you can generate more color gems, and the multiply gems go from strength 3 or 4, or whatever they are, to 6, right? So much, much better. Mrs. Gerson with the idea. Appreciate it, Kid Kelly, definitely. You want all armor medals? Okay. 6-star bronze. It's 4, it said 4. Okay, it might be 40. I might be completely off. You know what? Why don't we check? Let's go check this. Who do I have? Do I have a 6? I do. Here we go. So if we want to upgrade you, it is going to be, it's going to be 40. And the winner of this match is Dirty. So that, there you go. Can you just say? Can you just say? Yeah, solo would be absolutely amazing.
You just made the list.
You just made the list. Sir Rod, thank you so much. Appreciate the follow, bro. Welcome on in. Edie, that played so bad. You don't have that. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, get as many female superstars up as you possibly can, right? There's less amazing ones of them in the game. There's just, they haven't been in the game as long, right? So that's what you got to do. Big Bear, what's happening? Calling the bookies. What are the odds, right? 2 wrestlers we'd rather have than one. What's the odds we get one of the ones we'd rather have? Not very good. That's always the case. Never good. 117 gold tokens. Yeah, so it's not really a master thing. This is more just like, this is my technique, okay? I'm definitely a hoarder, that is for sure. But I also do this, right? So y'all can see how much cash I have. So I do the tap joys on the 2 times weekend, like usually this weekend. Yeah. And so what I do is on a daily basis, I go in here, I purchase, and then I refresh. And so I refresh it 2 or 3 times every day. So that way, the minimum I get is 3, and on some days, the most I've gotten on one day is 25. So that's the way that I would go after it, bro. So yeah, definitely a hoarder in that sense. I usually don't refresh beyond this unless it's one of those days where you get like cash for the 6-star Evo thing. But I have one in each category. That's a level 10, so I've stopped buying these for the time being so I can max out my Icons of WrestleMania stuff. So, fix my tap choice. Yeah, Dan was right, 25. I refreshed, it came up on the first part of the day as 10, I refreshed, I got 10 again, I refreshed again, I got 5, and I was like, all right, I'm not going to test my luck a third time. So, it's Morphin time, Power Rangers crossover. I'm totally with it. Yeah, Boss Shop, and so yeah, if you do enough of the tap joy stuff, Mike, then you can definitely, as I do, get those 2 Boss Shop refreshes, plus do that almost every day. So you never walk away from it. No, not in my case. I've learned the hard way. When you finally hit where you need it to be, you just stop, and we're good. We're good. We're done. We're done this game. I'm playing. I'm finished. But I'm not a huge risk taker, so hence the PhD. Decided not to go all out for it in that sense. Demo request failed again. Oh, you need to get either a new phone or something, Eagles. No chance in hell. Yeah. We just need cascading times, so something like that. I will destroy 1 gem, and we shall win. Tell them to fix this. They're not going to listen to me. Tapjoy doesn't work for Scopely, and I'm only like kind of somewhat on Scopely's radar of things to do. They don't allow me to do anything. So I wouldn't hold your breath for me to actually fix anything in this game. I tell them, I tell them what I think they should do, what I think they should fix, and they take it, like with a grain of salt some days. So, what Kitsushell, how you doing? Welcome on in. Let's see the Stardust match. Which one? You didn't see me play Stardust earlier? Did I not play Stardust on Friday? I guess I didn't. Which one was Stardust? Is this the one that was Stardust? Was it Primetime? Which one of these was it? Was Stardust? Oh, this is this one right here. That's Stardust. No, that's Finn. All right, I gotta come back to that one. Which one? I guess it's not you. I guess it was Primetime. It is this one, isn't it? The challenge mode on hard. Okay, you actually want to see me do the Disruptor challenge on hard with that. Okay. Okay, it wasn't that difficult, but I guess I have to go the other way. I do have a Finn Balor to do that match. I just haven't done it yet. I've just been biding my time for no apparent reason whatsoever. I do. Okay, so pretty sure this is what I used.
You can do it.
Thank you. Anyone have contact info? Yeah, Tapjoy feels like one of those companies that is nowhere to be found ever. No loadout. I did not save. All right. So what did I use previously? Boo, 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 boo. What was his moves? I think I had like a MP down against him. No way. Yeah, equals X Solo. There's no way to talk to them. There is no Ruby market this weekend, Bill's Mafia. There's nothing out there for you to market wise. You were with one of each. Yeah, you weren't that difficult in that sense. In the classroom. But then yours isn't spelled correctly, Ferg. Oh, come on. There is if your stuff works. Yeah, if your things work, then there's no reason to not have that, right? Like, if everything works, then you don't have to worry about people calling you. So, 5,000 in-game missing. Oh, Marco, that is awful. My Booker's 21k, so that's 12,000 more flat green gem damage, and so we'll also put the other. I think I put double green flat gem damage on there. Ferg, you know what? If you're gonna call somebody out about spelling and then spell it incorrectly, I think that's just funny, personally. The Power Rangers, yeah, it would be a great idea. I don't think he's actually starting with anything, so let's just get more damage on there. Or we can put blue. Why don't we go blue? Why not? We'll go blue and green. I did something along these lines at 5-star bronze and able to beat it. And I beat it 3 stars too, so. Correct. I apologize for calling it out, but I couldn't let that one slide. That was too funny. Yeah, Lux. Indeed. What's happening, Tiger King? How you doing? Ninja Turtles would also be great. So we turn the reds into greens. We do not cascade, which is always fun. That turns reds into blues. Yeah, so this is the choose move is the one that you want to try to get the most bang for your buck out of. Get a big enough cascade out of it. Boom. So that does 400k. And as long as he doesn't fill up his moves seem to take a little bit while to get up there. Sir Rod, what's up? Is there a list for the flat gem trainers and coaches? I've seen a list, and I don't have the list on me. In the chat, y'all, can we throw in the chat who are the trainers and the coaches, or if someone can write in there for Sir Rod? Really? I think it's Paramount that would probably be doing it, Kid Kelly. I think they're the ones who own the rights to it. 2, 3, 4, 6. Get a big old cascade. There's 500k. 1, 2. Ooh, we're getting close. Yeah, so as long as he doesn't get his moves up, this is all you really have to do, right? I leave this green one until I absolutely need it, since I'm doing the most amount of damage on the green gems themselves. No worries, Sir Rod. I'll see if I can figure it out. I'm afraid I've got some bad news. Yeah, I knew Sergeant Slaughter first from G.I. Joe, and then all of a sudden I was like, Sergeant Slaughter's a real person, and he's actually, like, wrestling? That's weird. That's the chat phone. That's
Afraid I've got some bad news.
afraid I've got some bad news. Nickelodeon owns the rights to TMNT. Okay. Ah. You saw the Super Mario movie? Very nice. Did they buy the rights? Somebody has the rights to it. Somebody has to have the rights to it. It's the dang Turtles. 6? Let's do that. There we go. That should be enough for him. You're doing the same thing but with Finn? Nice. Yeah, I think it's like, unless he gets a huge cascade, it's usually 3 or 4. Oh, we didn't make any blue, and now we take a beating. Well, that's never good. All right, so what you don't want to do is break red in this situation, right? You want to make sure you have red gems on the board because this turns it into red. Boom, and now we're back up to where we want to be. Let's see if we can do it big enough. Boom with this. And refill. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, we want to go down here. Oh, we only have one more left. Well, then never mind. Go that way. You can't generate that much damage. That wasn't enough. This might be enough to kill him. Nope, it's not. Oh, we are dead now. I can guarantee you that I had better luck before in trying to do this, but that's basically how you have to do it. At least that's how I did it. You don't have to do it this way. So, yeah, if you have your flat gem damage coaches up, then it obviously makes this a heck ton easier. And then obviously bring some... I'm going to leave this match. I've already beaten it. There's really no reason for me to stay within it, but that's how you do it. So Ivy Sir Rod is looking for the flat gem damage coaches and trainers, the one that are 21K. You have Luger but not Booker. Oh, so that's going to hurt a little bit. So what you could do then instead, you posted your link. Okay, it's not going to post there. Monster, can you send it to me through Discord, and then I'll put it in the chat. It's going to block any link that you throw in there. But if you put it, yeah, okay. So once he puts that up there, your Booker's at 22 gem damage. Ooh, that's one thing you're going to have to get up ASAP, right? ASAP. That's random into greens. What can you do? No, there's nothing else you can do within there. You sent it? Okay, awesome. Okay, so I'm going to take that. Thank you so much, Monster, for sending that along. I'm going to copy this link. We're going to put this here. All right. So here is the link to the different trainers, Sir Rod. So you can take out and get that spreadsheet. Big shout out to Monster for sending that along. Yeah, I would go broke for Michelangelo as well. I'd go broke for all of them. That would be amazing if that ever came in. You're welcome, Sir Rod. No worries. That's why you come to class, right? So that's why you're here with us. That's why you're coming to class. So I would. Do you have? Oh, we don't have a blue one though. That's the other sort of issue, is having the greens and the blues. You can put on, so instead of Booker, you can put on like Donatello. Would be, they'd all be awesome, right? Who wouldn't want to get Shredder? Who wouldn't want to get Rocksteady and Bebop, right? Like, you'd get all of them, right? You'd want them, right? So you're taking JD Ray, Powerhouse Braun, and Tatanka 6-star. Well, that's a good reason not to do that. Anyway, you already know my story, right? When those new trainers came out, the first thing I did is I took them all up to 21K as fast as I possibly could. So, and they already have their color types, right, Sandal? So you can just like, boom. I love turtles. No, but do you really hate turtles? Is that because you like eagles? Is there a fight in there? So what did I not do? I did not do this one with a Finn Balor. Is that what has to be done? I do need to get those at some point. You're still working on them. Yeah, it's one of those things that like you have to just bite the bullet and just go after it as far as you can. So Eagles eat turtles. Rocksteady and Bebop, the Nasty Boys. That you can make them like the Nasty Boys. That would be pretty awesome to bring them into the game. I think that'd be very cool. The arcade version, all for yeah, I like that one. Arcade version too. Stupid idiot. Donatello could be the trick. Leonardo could be the acro. Raphael could be the powerhouse. Michelangelo could be the showboat. Right? You got all of them, and you got them all done in one shot. Do I even have any? I got something we can do with this. I don't know why I haven't done this yet. I guess there's a reason for it. I'm not sure if I used them. So I have not even used yet. I think I filled all of his moves up, and I'm like, I'm going to use them the first time in this feud, and then I fell asleep and never got a chance to use them. So Bebop and Rocksteady, yeah. The pies they made in high school. I'm now interested. What were the pies that they made in high school? That is very interesting. 1 star with multiple gears. Yeah. Shredder and Splinter. Yeah, you can put Splinter in there as a technician. Shredder as a striker. Still fun. Shredder's Revenge. I remember that game too. Yeah. Spinning around. You can make The Rock as Rocksteady. And then you could talk about Poontang Pie. What are we going to do with this? Let's just do... What am I looking for? I'm looking for blue and purple. I'll just start all loaded with everything. Blues and purples. You're blue. And you're purple. There we go. If they don't use Seamus as Bebop, I call shenanigans, right? Exactly. They need to make sure that we are getting everything that's close to hilarious as funny. I agree with you on that one. That would actually be pretty awesome. With the Mauser's hard as yeah. I remember that. Those are some good times, to be fair. Those are some good times. So we want gem damage. We want purple. Big Kev could be Shredder. Nice. I believe Teenage Mutant Turtles does have a game. You took the Judgment Day to 6-star silver. I would take them up to 6-star silver too. They're on my list of people. I just took Bill Rieger up to 6-star silver for this one. For this talent up that we had going on over the weekend, because I just want someone who's just going to win easy. So that's what I did. Check the Discord. All right. Wow, Hostess Turtle Pies. What the hell is that? Wow, these are the things you miss when you're in Canada, Eagles. I gotta tell you, that's crazy. That's crazy funny. Crazy funny. He was excited that Seamus was in it, and so he had to sit through that terrible movie. All the things you do for family. Am I right? Neither of you and you there. Okay, cool. There we go. Going to do the map. Yeah, that would make sense. Totally with you on that, Ferg. I would have taken him up higher again, but I took Bill Rieger up first. But he's and then I took Rieger up, and then I took L.A. Knight. Yeah, I took him up as well this weekend to 5 gold. So one of the best things you've ever eaten. I don't doubt it. They look amazing. So I can totally see why you would want to have that. You wanted Baxter Stockman action figure. You called it Bastard Stockman. I want the Bastard Stockman. Oh, the Wayne's World game. Wow, that they haven't played in 25 years. I have dreams. I don't have these dreams anymore, right? So for the longest time, obviously, I had dreams about being in elementary school, trying to find my class and going. And so, my elementary school is no longer there. It's been torn down, but I still have dreams about being in elementary school. And having that happen. But my goodness. And he dodged it. Are you kidding me? This jabroni. It actually works better. I actually win that way. So yeah, that's crazy. Now I actually have dreams of it's the first day of my college class and I am not ready. I don't know where my classroom is. My students are waiting for me. I'm going to get fired. Those are the dreams I have now, man. And they scare me. Rieger, 6-star silver, top lane, Drew and Piper plate. 30 seconds. Yeah, it was just nutty, Evo. It was just so easy. I was just like, why did I do this easier, right? You've only taken 2 to 6-star silver. No, I don't think that's sad at all. I think like you can still play fast without having everybody at 6-star silver, right? We're gonna snooze that. I'm gonna snooze the ad for 3 minutes, y'all. You're welcome. No, that's not. I only have 4, and I only have 2 that are really like you need the tokens for, right? 2 were Hall of Fame that I took up quick just so that I had somebody, but that's basically. I wouldn't feel bad about it, Sip. It's not going to be make or break at this point. You know that. Nothing good for me, Brother Ray. Shards and shards. Nothing good came of it. I still have some of this loot that I got to go through, but yeah, just never got anything good out of this weekend, Brother Ray. So I have to agree with that, Evo. It depends on who the 2 you have, right? So if you have 2 solid, so I have Acro Bianca with $100% gem damage plate, or 100% gem damage strap. So she hits mega hard. And now I got Bill Rieger as well, too. Hey, there, I got a featured, y'all. 3,000 of these. That was a featured. You gotta be kidding me. That was my featured. Ooh, I'm getting closer. I'm getting closer. Not bad, not bad. You have this dream now too, Theory? Yeah, you're in the same position as me. You probably would not entertain the idea. Yeah, tell him. Gearson, get on here. We will all empty our bank accounts. It's just brilliant.
I have absolutely no idea what's going on.
I have never had that dream, Eagles. Thank God. that where I find myself naked. Need 10 shards for Tech Sammy and you didn't get them, Lux? Oh, I'm so sad. First day class, 500-seater. They won't stop talking, so you can't start lecturing. Is that the dream you have, Theory? That's awful. You have Hall of Fame Macho and Dakota, and then you have Shotzi going up. Sip, you're good. You're fine. Yeah, it's still no Tory moment. That's still no Tory moment for me. One regular and one Hall of Fame. Yeah, I have more going up. I'll show you what my plans are, I think, for my talent up right now. Let's see if we get anything on this nonsense. I got 2 featured, but this time it's 500 and not like 5,000. What the hell is that? How is this featured? If it's at 500. I call shenanigans and more of the future of flight. There you go. And you can take her up 6 silver. Nice. Very nice. Very, very nice. Logan and Braun to the moon. You're actually taking Logan up to the moon too, Mike? He's going to the moon. Yeah, so I have enough tokens to take a tech and to take a trickster up to 6 silver. So I'll probably do that for talent up. So that way, and so I'm trying to decide, I don't have a drip plate. So I'm trying to decide, should I just take Dakota up anyways? Or do I wait for one of the males on my roster, right? So we need Andy Kaufman in the game. That would be amazing too, right? That'd be great. Yeah, Zombie Belair if I had her for sure. Not what you'll take up Braun. I was about to say, if you take him up, I'll be like, all right, I guess, right? To take a Scott Hall survey. come take a survey in the class. We'll tell you. We'll let you know. Even without the drip plate, yeah. All right, the ads are on. I saved you as long as I could, everybody. I did what I could. For those of you that are still in here, you're awesome. That is very true. Again, Theory, it really comes down to licensing. So it's not just like they can be in the Hall of Fame, but then there's still licensing agreements and stuff like that, and that becomes a little bit trickier with the estate of somebody. So Braun with Tech Priest for the 150% red finisher, maybe. How would you run that challenge tour with Tech Balor? Oh my gosh, with Tech Balor, Sir Rod. If Ali's going to go 4 silver, okay. Yeah, I like Dakota, so Dakota might go up so I can have a third female 6-star silver to work with. And then tech-wise, I'm scared to pull the trigger, but I have Zombie Dom ready to go. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do. I did watch the pay-per-view last night. I thought it was fire. I'm not going to talk about the pay-per-view tonight just in case anybody hasn't seen it. So I won't give any spoilers out. But Tuesday, when I'm streaming again on this channel, we can talk about it. And we can talk about some of the matches and stuff like that. I'm just trying to like try to be respectful, if I could, try to make sure everybody's okay. So, yeah, cheat code is amazing. So it just really is. You're missing the showboat Valor? Yeah. Can I run a moveset of Logan with you? Yeah, I can run Logan for you. If you wanted to see. Let me answer that first question, which was how would I run Tech Valor? Actually, let's go back to that thing and we'll go run that. The pay-per-view was good. I enjoyed it. We still hype, yeah. We just hype it up for the other people. Let them know what's up with that. All right, so we want normal disruptor challenge, Tech Valor, replace. It's not. Let me get it. Oh, I hate when it does this. Where is my Tech Valor? I haven't run Tech Valor in a year and a half, I guess. I have no idea. I'm sure I've passed him at this point. Butch or Nikki for a striker? Ooh, that's actually a really good question. I think it really depends on what you need more, Brother Ray. Like if you need a good female at 6-star, I think Nikki can do the job. It just depends if you have all of her stuff, right? Yeah, it's Tech Valor. Is that a real thing? It is. It's definitely a thing. I don't know if this is how I would usually run them. How would I run this? Destroy? No. Into leech gems. Random into green. Okay, so one thing, the leech gems are just so awful. But he doesn't have a ton of health. The bleed doesn't do that much. Random gems into green. Okay, so I would load up on green gem damage as much as you can, and then I would probably run it the tricolor build like this, or you can run the other green move. So if you wanted to run the coup de grave, or you can put the infected chop in here as well too. So it just depends on what you'd like to do. It just seems so much slower, Bill's Mafia. So yeah, I haven't used them since last October, and I probably won't use them until this October again, right? So yeah, they did kick Kelly. I think I said this to you earlier, right? Like Ricochet did a really good job of carrying Logan Paul around. I want to bring that Jericho back from the dead for this. Yeah, that would have been good. It's too bad the Jericho's with the others. Yeah, this won't be easy to do, Sir Rob. Oh, you just beat it? All right. Well, then we don't have to worry about this. We can get out of here. Let's find a match for Logan Paul, and I can show you how they go. Mike, did you ask me? Were you the one who asked me to run Logan Paul one time? I'm trying to see what we... Or was it Evo? Oh, Evo, you asked me how to do it. Okay. Carrying Logan. No, don't get me wrong. Like Logan Paul is hella athletic, and if he actually like committed to the craft of doing this, he'd be much better. It's very easy to see that he misses his mark sometimes. He rushes the match, right? Because he's not used to how wrestling time is supposed to go, like where you take certain breaks. But he's a highlight reel. No, yeah, not physically carrying him. Double purple finisher and see what the damage puts out. Sure. I think Logan Paul can be amazing, right? Like I don't think that he's not to that point where he can get there, right? But I think he just like if he commit, because I feel like he just rushes everything that he does. Yeah, I don't like him as a human being. I think he is very athletic. I think he has the option and the ability to be a great heel. He just needs better delivery when it comes to actually talking like a wrestler. And he also needs a better delivery when it comes to doing moves in the ring. And, you know, it happens all the time, right? Wrestlers get hit all the time. I I I think I think they did it some. Yeah, he just goes 100% all the time, right? I think that's the other problem that I have too, right? Like he doesn't understand just how wrestling works. Watch him the next time he wrestles, and watch him the next time he cuts a promo, and you'll see, right, that there's a way to speak to your opponent. You know, one person talks, and then the other person talks, and you build it up that way, right? It's a back and forth build up sort of thing. That's how wrestlers talk to each other. But he's very big at trying to interrupt and try to get these little jabs in, and these little jabs would be better placed if he waited for his turn to talk. So I feel like he's always at a place there. And then when it comes to the wrestling, I think he just misses the mark. Like he's trying to go too quickly to do things sometimes, and he just doesn't. They could hit so much better if he was actually doing. Again, not terrible. He's better than a lot of other celebrity. Yeah, he's really good, brother. I didn't say he wasn't really good. I just saying like he's not there at that level because this isn't what he wants to do, right? For him, this is just fun. But he's better than most of the celebrities that we get that come in and try to make these crossover things. Yes, it did, right? So like there were several. That's it, Bill's Mafia. There were several times when he just looked like he wasn't doing the moves correctly, or he could have done them better had he got his timing down, right? So yeah, he was gassed. Yeah, there were no chin locks. There was nothing to just like set the pace of the match going through, right? You wanted to see double purple and how it hits. Purple move damage. There we go. Purple move finisher. Let's put something on there for now. Is there a skill plate that you want to see, Evo? Yeah, I think he has it, right? Yeah, Logan doesn't need the WWE, and I don't think the WWE actually needs him either. I think it's helpful, but I don't think he's actually like. I don't think it's actually something that like the WWE is going to do just fine without him. But it's always great to have him around for a bit, right? So yeah, he's just out there having a good time, right? He needs to take. I think it's just like wrestling classes, right? Just how to talk to just how to choreograph a great promo, and he's just not there yet. Most random thought on the dog walk. Women and champions. Do we ever get maybe probably erased? I don't think that's actually. Yeah, I don't think we actually will, Monster. Not really. Just want to see if it's worth building him to 6-star. Okay, it's just for the cadence of things. Okay, so I could show you. So you're talking about these two and the finisher. So like. The only way that I would run them is the way that Lee showed me how to run them. I think that would be the best way to do so, but I can show you all of this. Ads. No, I'm not. I know who you're talking about, Monster, and I don't think so because I'm pretty sure that she is so upset with with WWE that it's not going to happen, right? What's happening, Method? How you doing? And we're back. Entourage-wise, we need to do something like that. Or is it you? It's not you. It's you. You were the one that we were using. Okay. We don't need you on there. We don't need you on there. Ads. Some ads are out there. Okay. Well, we can always play this one again afterwards. It's not a big deal. I don't... If you're like... Yeah, if you're thinking like this guy's going to be great at 6-star, I think you're going to be a little bit disappointed. I think he's not like we back good. I just don't think he's like at the level of where you would want your 6-star to be. I think that's really the problem. Sure, maybe he could be. We can make that. We can turn this into strength 4. We are. 22 to make into that. We just need a couple of matches. you can go either way with this. So you can either make the blues first and then hit that, so that way you don't have to try to like navigate around, which is what I think I did. I don't think I didn't use this moveset in my preview. I didn't use the finisher when I did this. I did that last time. There we go. We want blues. We'll just take you. Leave that down there. Yeah, so load it up, hit the sub, so that way you get as many of them as possible. You have nothing interfering or in your way. Drinking. Yeah, see, the problem is if they destroy most of the gems, then what, right? You got to hope they hit on the right place. I don't have Memrock, so you can put that on there for another 1 times 1 on there, but like... but yeah, you're looking at like what you just saw. Charlotte arms look like sticks. So yeah, so this is kind of what you're stuck with, right? So you're actually better off doing this and then making a whole bunch of blue gems. So obviously this would hit harder if you put on one of the sub plates, especially if you have like the Gremlin's ears, right? Which I don't have. That would actually work pretty well since you're making blue. You could make blue after this, right? So yeah, oof is right. Shotzi 6-star and Ridge to 6-star. Nice, Marco. That's gonna be awesome. Yes, I saw DJ pulling Memrock. That was pretty awesome. I was so jealous. I was like, you lucky bugger. So we could do something like so, right? We can just make a bunch of... we don't need to do that. We can actually do this, and we'll break those up there, and then we can do something down here. Which will probably do more because we made more blue gems out of it. And we'll blow up more of the board. But even still, that's still just 4. Again, mine's only 6 bronze. So that, like, works. But that took 2 cycles, and that was really not good, right? Like, that was really just not cool. You can run the triple purple. It's a little bit faster, a little bit safer. But the way that you should actually run this guy is like so. Let's figure this out. Not a good fighter in the game, no. 7 into blue, and then we want this over here. Take the shoot kicks. We'll take this. Sorry to hear that method. Some days, they're just miserable. What did we want? We wanted... I think it was you. This was the moveset. So green moves start with more. I don't think we need the purple moves. Oh, we do need the purple moves to start with more. Yes, you need a double MP. We're going to go blue gems, and then we're going to generate more blue gems on the back end. And then we're just going to keep the no pin bar move is just going to keep us going on turn 1. So anyways, this is how you would run them. I would never run them in Feud like this. It would just take too long, but this is probably what you're going to have to do. Or, yeah, if a tour requires them, this is what you do, right? That's right. Everyone was saying it should have been, right? I guess if you want to think of it that way. So you want to put this down somewhere where you can clip, like here. Or, yeah, so nowhere on the bottom row can you do this, but you want to try to clip yourself a purple and a green so you can reload this each time out. That's really the key for this. You save that one, and now we put 10 of these down. And basically, you're just going to make a line break. So something like this. So you're just going to make a line break so that this drops and then destroys this entire row. There's for a second, acro continues. Absolutely. And then we can turn this one, and then this one, and then that one. So I don't think I've overlapped any. No, I don't want to do that. Because then what you can do after that is you can just put a whole bunch of these here, and we can destroy some blue gems. Okay, so now what you can see is that these 5 gems make 1 T, these 5 gems make another T. If we destroy this gem, these 2 fall, we destroy all of that in the middle. So this works with, you need to put a pyro plate on this to make it scale each time up. So when I've done this and I did it in my video. So if you want to check out, oh, I destroyed 2. I should have destroyed 1. Whoops. Well, that's how you mess everything up, bro. Each time that I've done that, so it's like 3.5 million the first time you do it, and then the pin bar doesn't move, and then it's 7.5. Yeah, it's like a modified Slick Rick gameplay. That's exactly it. I did not get my global reward from the portal yet. That is something I will do. So y'all go get to the portal and get your global rewards before they go out. That's basically what you do, and then these just come back into play each time around, right? So you just have to be smart with where you're dropping, because you can only destroy blue gems. So as long as you just destroy 1 and 2 of them fall, like I did there, get your 10 shards from the portal, everybody. Exactly. Then you can do this. I'll do this again. Let's get out of here. I don't care if I lose. It doesn't make any difference. We will quit this match.
Stupid idiot!
Oh yeah, absolutely. That was a mess up. That was a huge mess up. But we don't need any life to do this match anyways. So let's do it correctly. I'd set it up perfectly and I wasn't paying enough attention. Let's do it again. All right. And I will show this. Okay, so I'll move the pyro plate back over just so you can see what it does. Like once you have your mind in it and you've practiced it, it actually doesn't take too long. But it's just like one of those things you just got to be cognizant of. So no, it isn't. It is not easy, y'all. Like, I hope you all understand. Like, I'm looking at different screens. I'm trying to talk to you. Got some bad news. Trying to play the game, explain how I'm doing things, looking at the screen, trying to talk to everybody, make sure everything's working. A lot harder than it looks. That is for sure. Okay, so we'll try this again. All right, so over here I have my purples and my greens. Those are the ones I'm going to go after on the left side. And there we go. All right, so we're going to want 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the first T that we need. And then we can do, we're kind of out of luck on this one. We might only get 1 of these done this time around. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're just going to put a bunch of blues in here. And then,
I'm in danger.
And then we'll save it for the next time. So as long as there's 1 purple and green in whatever it is that you're doing, only destroy 1 gem. This is what you got to remember. 1 gem blows everything up. It's a no pin bar move, and then we just do this again. So the pyro went off the first time, and then from here on out, you just keep putting these on the board. It doesn't matter where at this point. You just got to make sure you get them on the board at as many 6 places you can. So now these are doing 376 per one that you put down, and now you just got to find where you can destroy a line, right? That's going to take out. They don't have to be necessarily in the same line. It obviously helps if they are. So that's 1 line, and then we can go 2 lines, or we can actually drop it even further, right? So we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should work. Yeah, so destroying this one here is going to destroy these 2 lines and fill up my stuff again. So, whoop. So you just have to be like prepared to it just takes a bit of practice to just keep blowing up lines like that. And so this time does 5 million through, and then yada yada yada. A nightmare from Lita and Feud. Oh geez, Marco, what did you have to face through? Lack of tickets. Yeah, everyone's getting low on Blitz tickets, right? And so that's something that we've asked for some clarification about, why we're getting blitzed in the Blitz, basically. Anyways, yeah, so this is basically all you have to do. And then so you can add more blues elsewhere or not, if you're just afraid of cascading all your way through this. I do want to destroy 1, 2, and 3, so that way it makes a line. Boom, boom. But I didn't grab any of the purples. Anyway, so you can see how like it would take you a couple of seconds to do so, but you're not going to lose. The pin bar hasn't moved. It's still turn 1. And now every time we keep putting this down, it actually just... Usually by the 3rd time through, you can use, rather than make another line, you can actually use this move, make 10 of them on the board, and you're golden. He's not going to kick out of that. So there is a blitz tomorrow. Lita's animation glitch. Okay, well I'm interested now. We'll destroy one there, whatever. We win, we lose, we lose. It's all for fun, right? No pin bar. There we go. And now we can do a big smackdown here. What? And so yeah, so that did 7 million. So if I did it better on my video Evo, I did it in 3 turns. I didn't explain it well enough, I don't think, here, but I think you get the idea, right? So if you make basically 2 tees, you blow them up, 2 tees, blow them up, 3rd time you can just blow up the board with all the 6s that are out there. Wow, you had Lita hitting 35 million on the top lane. That is filthy. That is very filthy. Very much so. Yeah, there's a blitz tomorrow. I don't know much about it. That's all I read sort of quickly in between putting my kids to bed and getting ready for this. Does anybody have any information on the blitz? Or we can... Oh, Ivy, you sent that over with all the different coaches. Excellent. Thank you so much. I'm going to post those, Ivy, on my... I'm sorry I didn't see that until now. I'll post that on my channel as well, too. That is a weird glitch, Marco. What the heck is that? That looks like something out of the forest. That's crazy. That looks absolutely nutty. What in the heck was that? It do be blitzy. Very much so. It is not time friendly, right? That's going to get you lane assisted like 100% of the time. But it's absolutely... Oh, that is awesome. Thank you so much. My wife just brought over zucchini bread that my mother-in-law made. Oh, yeah. And guess what? I got peanut butter here, too. Peanut butter zucchini bread. It's going to be a good night, y'all. The new MLC is going to be Tuesday, Bills Mafia. So we have one more day, I believe, right? We have one more day of... Yeah, one more day, 14 hours. So at reset on Tuesday is when we start the next one. So probably tomorrow night on Merrick's. Stream is over. Did it stop? I can restart it. Oh no. Oh no. My stream looks like it stopped.
Oh no, we lost everybody?
I think we lost it.
Oh no.
It's on? Okay. Oh, the stream... Oh, don't scare me like that, Mike.
Oh.
My stream stops all the time. Oh, because of the zucchini bread. Okay. Because I got food. Because my stream stops like once every night. So now you got me like... Can't end until I read the blog. Is the blog up? Is the blog up now? My wife is laughing herself in the corner right now. She thinks this is the most hilarious thing. This actually happened. Prizewall. Y'all want to talk Prizewall. All right, sorry. So I made a video for the Prizewall. So if you haven't seen it yet, I made a video for the Disruptor Prizewall. I still have more tours that are going to get me more in here. But I can discuss it here as well. That doesn't troll me, yeah. It doesn't troll me like that. Give you what you need.
The gift of Jericho.
Wilpus.
Drink it in, man.
Drink it in, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate the 3 months subscribe. Appreciate you very much. But Merrick's, well, he might not. You took the Cody shards? Yeah, I could totally understand that, Eagles. Thank you, Philly. I did make a Prizewall video. Let me go find it, because, I have one of these things. That's a YouTube channel, and it's there somewhere. There's my Prizewall video. Even if I talk to you about this all right now, if y'all would just do me a favor and just watch it. Anyways, give it the old like, even if you don't want to. Still almost 500 short. Jeez. There's the video for the Prizewall, sort of stuff like that. 7 coins taking the belt. Yeah. So, okay. So what I said in the video, basically, and y'all are going to go read or watch the video because we're friends, is that, the number one thing while eating zucchini bread, Mike, that would be amazing. Watch it, like it, and subscribe. That's right, Philly. Exactly. Tell the people. Brofest to the people. Exactly what they need to do. Get on there and do that. Basically what I said in the video is like, look, the thing that you're going to want off of here is if you can get some shards that get you closer or you can get the character, awesome. Go ahead and do it. The next thing you should do if excuse me, and I don't think Logan Paul is a great poster or card. We're on my channel. I can say card. I don't think he's a great card. But if you can get a new card, then do it. And he will be CSS, and he has a really good coaching ability. So that's, yeah, just do it. Exactly. We are all friends, Monster. That's why you're all here,
You
right?
just made the list.
You just made the list. Teely 1887 Raz, welcome. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. The next thing that you would want to get off of this is actually this right here. This is a great strap to get. It is for males or females, so you can put it on anyone, including Shotzi that you're supposed to get this month. Exactly, right? These are lit. Is that what kids say these days? Is that is that a thing? Are we lit? Is everybody lit today? Good. This is great. 40% is probably the minimum that you're going to get. I've seen several 100%ers on here. Logan shards or the straps. Yeah, so I think Xandal, it's litty. Is that what they say now? That's on fleck. That's on fleek. That's what we used to say, right, Philly? It's the bee's knees. It's the cat's ass. That's what we used to say. My wife's like, that's not a saying. I'm like, it is a saying. The cat's ass is a saying. So, anyways, yeah, this is a really good one. You can put it on Shotzi. You can put it on Logan Paul if you wanted to. But you can put it, it's good for that. Get a disruptor bag if you're that close. And then it's up to you what you need. Do you need more Fury 2s? Go after those. If you did get all 15 and you have everything else that's in here, then grab yourself a Badass jacket. But it's not the best for your money. So, open gender acro, yeah, bet. Yours is a 60%. Nice, Shell. That's awesome. Yes, Bill's Mafia. So it'll work on either male or female. So you have your choice at that point, right? 50% damage, better than what you had before, Marco. That's awesome. You got a 50% Naroka? Nice. Gonna throw it on Shotzi. That's a great place to throw it. You got 100 and a 60% Mike? Nice. Yeah, I think you posted that in our faction in the Woken chat, so that's pretty awesome. Well done. Well done. For me, because I was able to get that off the prize wall, my Shotzi, who will go up eventually to all of this, I was able to get the Z plate off the wall, and I was able to get the 100%er that was on that prize wall. So I already have a 100%er for her. So, yeet. Very happy about that. So, yeah, Eagles, that's exactly what I got as well, too. So, if you were able to... shots fired. Nice, Evo. You just got a 50%er is still a good strap to have, right? Like, that's still a good strap to throw on. So, where's that prize wall? The other prize wall, and if I have enough energy, I'll make one tonight. So the Eat My Tank prize wall, if you were able to get 4 of the 5 weeks, you got this right here. So that's what I got. That's what Eagles is saying that he got as well too. It has to be a modern acro. Yes, that is actually the only caveat to it. So this prize wall is much different. I don't know how many of these medallions you were able to get. I was never able to get really more than 10 or 13K at a time, just having to spend them each week. Yeah, still a super belt to get, right? For sure. Definitely something you all want to get. You got a 60%er on Shotzi. That's going to be a great strap, Bills Mafia. So that's still works really well. I don't know if anybody got up this high to get 50,000 TP in 5 of these, or kept them that long. I ended up spending mine.
I'm gonna give you what you need.
I'm gonna give you the gift of the Professor. Drink it in, man. Redemption. Thank you so much. I appreciate the 6 months, half a year of subscribing to the Professor's channel. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much. Any basic plates that do the job on Shotzi? No. Well, yes, but I'd have to replay her again. Again, I only played her at the beginning of the month before we've, like, really sat down. I'm gonna have to sit down and really try her out again at 6-star to figure out what I like on her. But my initial reaction was because of the multiply gems that she needs a pyro, or she also has. Let me go to Shotzi. Let me see if I can try to recollect. I think the funniest part about being a content creator is that like I make these videos and then I don't get the person for a while, and then when I get the person, I'm like, how do I play this person? I'm gonna have to go watch my video again and see what I did. It's the Cody plate. That's what it is. Yeah, there was a plate that came out during the month. That was the one that I was thinking of. Thank you. Yeah, the Cody plate. What does that do again? That's whenever you make. It's the color turn gem plate. Is that what the one it was? Yeah. So I was thinking pyro because you make a ton of multiply gems. I think that's what I did at the beginning of the month. I think you might have been mistaken, Bill's Mafia. I'm not sure. Yeah, if you get a Cody plate on her, she's going to be absolutely disgusting, for sure. Yeah, there was definitely a plate that I couldn't think of off the top of my head. She's got double subs, so you get if you got yourself Logan Paul this week, that'll help boost the subs and the sub damage. She's got multiplies, with multiply increasing on there as well too. Like there's lots of really good things that you can do with her. So I'm gonna have to sit down and play with it again at the end of the turn. Yeah, so you can put an ultimate plate on there as well too. But I think what you're saying, Evo, is that if you wanted to put on here one of these plates, right? So something like whenever you break yellow, make blue at the end of your turn, sort of stuff like that. So that might be what Tapjoy is working for you again. It's a miracle. Oh man, congratulations, Eagle. That's great. Oh, this zucchini bread, out of this world. So good. So that might be where you have to go with that, is going onto a basic plate. Something like that just creates more damage at the end of your turn, helps you reload. Something like that. Just get the added gem damage towards the end of it. That's probably where I would go as well too. That would be the only basic one that I think might actually sit down and work. Where were we? We were talking Prizewall? Then we're talking this. Okay. I might make a Prizewall video. Otherwise, we can talk Prizewall on Tuesday. I might make a video tomorrow. But we can talk the MLC Prizewall on Tuesday. I think once... It's hard to tell now, especially because we don't know sort of where most people stand, and there's 2 different prize walls, so it's also really hard to get a sense of what you should take and how you should take, and we'll figure it out. I'll have to sit down and look at it and see what's on there. But y'all might have something different than I have too, right? This was one of those months where buying the 4-star Shotzi Fuse at the beginning of the month made a huge difference. It doesn't always make a difference, but this was one of those months where it totally did. I don't know how you feel about that. But I'm not saying you should go out and spend $100 every month on the views, but this was one of those months where it did a big difference. Oh, man, so good. Need to get my last few milestones on here, and then I can make a decision. I think I might have 9 or 10 of those tokens. So mine might be Logan Paul. I might be getting Logan Paul shards depending on where the faction finishes. Not that I'm dying to get him, as you saw. Yeah, that's like, so when I saw that it was a 5-week one, and then I saw that they had half price for the prize wall, and then there were Shotzi tokens in there, it made sense because by the end of the 2nd week, you could actually talent her up to 5 bronze, and that way you could still get 4, excuse me, 4 of those tokens. But if it was a 4-week MLC, I probably wouldn't have done it. I probably would have just stuck with a 3-star fuse. I didn't have to keep spending, no, Bill's Mafia. So what ended up happening was, so each each week they had, so once you spent, you got 50% off, right? I'll go to the prize wall again. I'll show you what I mean. You just needed to get, and if you spent that money, then you obviously got a lot more rewards at the very beginning of the month, especially if you did it on the portal. So you were able to actually get there was a lot of rewards at the beginning of this month on the portal itself, right? So as always, I'm not an advocate for spending, and you should spend what makes sense for you. But 100%, if you do spend and you do it on the portal, you just get a ton more. It's just the way it works. But in here, with the half price ones, this right here for 960 medallions, you could buy this once a week, twice a week. You can buy it once a week. So if you bought it the first week, you bought it the second week, plus all the other tokens that were within the first 2 weeks, it was enough to get you to 5 bronze that you could do the tour for the next 4 weeks. And when I saw this was in here, and I saw that, it was a weekly Evo pack. So when it said weekly, I was like, okay, so this is coming back every single week. It helped you take her 5. Nice, Virtuoso. So that made the decision very, very easy to me, because it's in here as well too, right? So what made it possible is that you could still purchase in this prize wall too. So each week you would buy it here, and then you'd buy it for half price, and you double dip that way. Yeah, exactly, Evo. You would buy it twice a week. And that would give you more than enough. And if you wanted to, you probably, I stopped buying them once I got her to 5 bronze, but if you kept buying them, you could take her to 5 silver. I think by this week you could have taken her 5 silver, maybe even 5 gold, just on those, right? So again, you had to pick and choose where you wanted to go, but it wasn't possible until you did that, if that makes sense. So that would have been my suggestion. Again, we'll see what. Yeah, so that's why I did it, Bills Mafia. I was just like, this is a month. Shotzi's a really, really good poster. That 100% strap is going to be. It stops at 5 silver. Yeah, I didn't know if there would be enough. I stopped calculating after week 3. I think week 3 I just didn't buy them. So demo. So when the next time comes in, you can maybe start a forum post and tell them like how much you loved this idea, how great it was, or there were parts of it that you liked, but parts of it that you didn't like. Like, we really liked this idea, but the cost of everything on there is out of whack with the number of medallions you are getting, which is feedback that I and your other content creators have given when we've had meetings with Scopely. So yeah. Yeah, you're just going to have to wait for the regular tokens to come back on Talent Up. So Talent Up, when the regular tokens come in, you can shoot Shotzi to the moon. Total pun intended. But yeah, that made it easy for me. I'll take a second Z plate, and I will take 100% strap for her, which is what I did. And then I got 100% strap somewhere else that I put it on a 60% acro. Sweet, Zandal. Nice. I got another one for acro Bianca, so I put one on her as well too. So now both of them are going to have 100% strap. From the other side of the Grand Canyon. It was like the gap, like literally between like how many tokens they're giving you and how many tokens you need to get things off the prize wall, was out of whack, even in the 50% prize wall. So demo, I'm hoping, right? This is one of those things that we'll see sort of on day 1. I'm not sure if they're going to keep it or not, and I'm not sure. I think we're going into ads. So demo, if you're still there, I don't think it's. I think they probably made a bunch of money off of this, so I think they're going to try to roll it one more month and see what they think. But I don't know. As I said from the hop, right? Like, they don't tell us anything, and I mean that like this isn't me just like being like, oh, they tell us everything, and I'm just trying to lie to you. Like, they honestly don't tell us anything. So they keep everything like as close to the chest as possible. They keep their cards very close to their chest. They do not do anything to tell us. Like, most blogs, I have no idea who the superstar is if I'm not reading it. Like, that's how much they keep it to the chest, right? So yeah, it's a more of a look thing, right? Evo's got the right idea, right? Yeah. So basically, on when we get the blog tomorrow, right? Like I have no idea what's on the blog, and I'll probably be watching Merrick's stream tomorrow to be like, hey, what's going on this month? Because I need to know, because I want to start planning for it. So yeah, all of this will be revealed. Ads about to start. Okay, y'all might be on ads now. But yeah, that's the thing that you got to plan for. So okay, so open up the prize wall. What's in there? Is it a half price prize wall? How many weeks is the MLC? Is this a weekly thing or is it just a single thing? Did they find that too many people? We might get into a position next month where too many of us saw this and got, the 100% strap and the Z plate, and they might go, you know what, we need to find a way to not do that. Maybe they'll give us. Yeah, it's always better to know in advance. And if there was a way for me to tell you in advance, I would 100% do it. But as I said, they don't tell us, right? Like literally, all they give us is like, hey, here's the poster. Go make some content. I'm like, okay. Yeah, I'm. What's a Z plate? W, X, Y, and Z. I gotta at least represent my Canadian roots somehow, Kid Kelly. I'm gonna mess up my kids. W, X, Y, and Z as they grow up in the South. My kids aren't gonna know what hit them, so it's gonna be pretty funny. You're welcome, Demo. No worries. Yeah, they just. It's one of those things that like. I'm not sure everybody. I think everybody just assumes that like I work for Scopely. Yeah, they. So why put them on? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they don't tell us anything, right? Like, literally, all we are like. I don't know how to put this. Like we're unpaid apprentices, right? So the only money that I make from doing this is when I Twitch and I'm on Twitch and I'm streaming, or if it's yeah, there's pretty much no chance that that's going to happen. Bill's Mafia. When I'm Twitch or streaming, or when I'm making videos on YouTube, right? That's where I make, and it's like peanuts, right? Like there's no way that I could ever quit my day job doing any of this. But I have fun doing it, so yay, interns. That's right. It's basically all I am. Yeah, that's what is this nonsense? Who do you think you are, sir? Who do you think you are? Yeah, so I get to play with the characters first. I get a sense of sort of what they can and can't do, and I get to make content, right? And then I get to make money off of that content based on my ability. What is going? How many? Are we all watching this too? How many? At least he puts them in the wrong place. This is nonsense. It does, right? That's the one thing that I'm never so happy about either, right? So anytime that I'm streaming on the Champions channel, I don't make any money myself. And as I said, right, like I'm not doing this for the money, right? I'm not trying to become a millionaire or a billionaire. I'm not trying to quit my job, right? I'm still a professor, still doing this full time, but I enjoy it. I enjoy coming on Twitch. I enjoy hanging out with all y'all, but this is part of the agreement, right? This is part of, I don't have to stream on the main channel, but it's also good for my own channel, right? It also gets me in front of the community, into a much larger community, and it also brings a sort of relevancy as well too, right? It keeps me humble in that sense, right? Basically, yeah, I'm making sales with no commission, but I do get to test everything out. I do get a say in the game as well too, which is the other thing, Demo, that I also really like, because I have contact with Scopely, right? Like I have contact with Furpo and those who make decisions and stuff like that. So when you have something that you have a problem with in the game that you want to tell me to tell them, those are things that I can do, right? So whenever whatever I hear from the community, I try to pass back to them about what people like, what people don't like, and so forth too, right? So I like actually having a say in the game. Nothing I say matters in that sense. Like they don't have to listen to anything that I say, but I have a say, right? So I do have the ear, even if they don't listen to it. So thank God for his gear. He put sand on Muscle's plate and easy recycling. Nice, brother, right? That's awesome. He did it for the champs community. That's right. That's what I'm doing for the community, right? My catch, my catch an infection. Awesome, monster. I've already haven't actually had a chance actually to talk about Zombie Mike Tyson. To be frank, maybe the next time we have a meeting, something we can talk about. Yeah, Santo's muscles plate is pretty awesome. Full take. Oh wow, Kyron, you got a 60% gem defense. Yow, yowza. That feels like it's going to do some serious messing up of people. I mean, this is going to work, kind of. You won't get many turns off, which is nice. But we'll get this done. You love to hate him. I wish he would have been too. And so because they, obviously they come out with the characters, and usually on a weekly basis, they're played on a Thursday night for me, with the blog and the reveal. So if I'm doing the blog, I get a chance to play and test them out and see what they're like, and then it's basically like the community tell me, and then I tell them, and I'm like, well, this is what I think. This is where he needs some help. This is where he's good. This is where he's bad, and so forth. And sometimes they go, okay, this needs to be changed, and we can make some changes to it and see what can be done with it. And other times they go, nope, this is good as it is, and that was one of those times. So I wouldn't expect anything to change with them. I had said that the real problem that he has is the randomness of the pyro gems. Oh, nice! I actually dodged something. Hold on, did I dodge as a? Did y'all see that? Did I just dodge as a powerhouse? Did that actually just happen? Y'all saw that, right? I just dodged his move. That was weird. Oh no, the game is glitching, y'all. I don't know what's gonna happen now. If I'm dodging as a powerhouse, yeah. Rewind the stream, somebody. Clip that. Hold on, I need to clip this. Clip that, so I don't. Jeez, what was that? No idea. You put sand and muscles on Striker, Drew. He was breaking pyros with the green gems. He must have been like, why is this taking forever? Yeah. Yeah, they've sort of struck on 20% for whatever reason. So that's or 20 gems. And I'm not sure why. I actually can do that and get some more red. That works out better. One turn. We need to put that so you don't come back at me. This might take forever. If they were going to give him a plate, they would have done so already, I think. You're going to blow up, and we're going to lose our turn. We are going to lose our turn, and then he's going to put us in a submission. You Stretch, how you doing? First time in the chat. Thank you so much. Prime Energy play. Place one gem, get 30 multiplies. See, that could work too, right? I'm surprised they didn't make a plate, to be quite honest. But they felt that it was okay. Like, I said my piece. Merrick's and I actually had a really long conversation about what needs to be done to make him better, to make people actually like want to go hard after him. But it is what it is. As I said, they made their decision about what they wanted to do with it, right? I wish it was a rumor that would come true. For talent up. Nice, Kyrie. You will not be disappointed with, like, what is this nonsense? What is this nonsense? I think I'm actually going to lose this match. Come to think of it. Because I don't have anything that I need in order to take him down. Not this way. I must be playing this incorrectly. Yeah, Stretch, I'm with you. I think that they could totally have made him better, and they could have easily put something in there for him. And as I said, I said my piece. I don't know why I did that, and I just left it at that. Like, if you don't want to make him OP or that much better, like, there's a lot of people who want him in this game who will spend money as much as they can to get him. I feel the same way, Bill's Mafia. Yeah, they usually are stronger, come to think of it. I don't know why. I'm not going to ask questions to it, but they did not feel it was something that they wanted to do, so it is what it is. He took my black match there. One turn. What was his finisher? He's going to destroy me in the multiply gems. All right, well, it was real and it was nice. We'll have to do something better for next time. It feels weird to only spend $150. Yeah, sometimes that happens. Where you're just like, oh, I could have spent way more and didn't, and you're still on track to get them. So I guess that's a good sign. Boo earns. Boo earns. Yeah, like even then he hit his moves and only hit me for 2 point something million, and he's 6 bronze. Like, he's not anything special, unfortunately, for him. Let's try this again. Can we do this without sucking? He's just hitting like everything as they do. Yeah, he's nothing game changing. That might be the best way to put it, Stretch. I think he's just an average. He's your average player in the game, right? Like, I have no idea what else to call him. Let's see. Can we do what kind of move damage can we do? We're not making multiply, so that doesn't help us. Yeah, he's no Rieger, he's no Sammy. He's just your everyday run of the mill 5-star bronze, 5-star silver. And it's a coaching ability that you really gotta want. There, that might be better. Why don't we put that on? Why didn't we do that the first time? Nikki Cross, you could actually be way better. Why are you not higher? Especially because, like, 26K is literally just around the corner for you. There we go. That's different. That's 100% more damage. Now we're cooking. There we go. Did I have stuff on here? Over 4 accounts. You guys play too many accounts. I'm still in awe at the number of accounts that you all play. That's absolutely crazy some days. We will just in case. But that's about it. There we go. 4 accounts. Then you got your kids' accounts too. Is that because you got 2 accounts each? You and Naroka, and then, like,
Here comes the money. Here we go.
Here he goes.
Here comes the money.
What's happening, Retro? How you doing? Oh, I've totally chosen death. There's no way that any of this all works. So you have chosen death. Let's throw those down. This should be different. This is going to hit for like twice as much per turn. There we go. We'll beat it this time. He's got nothing on us this time. Actually, that makes more sense to go that way. Fill them all up again. There we go. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Was no issue of 5 bronze. You went triple red. Okay, I just liked having the ability to throw down a stun. I probably should have put the triple red on. I just like to torture myself, maybe. Maybe that's what it is. With your sucky alt roster. The fact that you guys are, like, feuding on 2 different rosters over one weekend is still crazy to me. You have the best feud mate. Well, that also helps too, right? You got to pick well. Yeah, that's probably probably could be done better on my part. Was I not doing damage last time? We're already down to like, we've gone through one time on this and he's already down like 5 million health. This makes no sense to it. Wow. Oh, Evo, I just saw your DM. I'm sorry. If anybody DMs me while I'm actually like in the stream and stuff, like you do got to tell me. Otherwise, I will totally miss it as I try to make all this work. You know how hard it is for me to do stuff on this. I'm barely making it work as it is. What is that nonsense? Who do you think you are? Feud for maybe 5 hours. Oh, nice. That was you that just said that. Yeah, I just saw it right here. Yeah, I don't always catch the DMs when they're sent to me as I'm streaming because, you know, was for whatever. Okay, good. If it's something that I need to see while I'm streaming, then y'all gotta warn me. Yeah, we're gonna beat this in no time. For whatever reason, we weren't actually like doing any damage last time, which was actually rather weird. We'll put that down. What's happening, Retro? I did not get him yet. There is still a chance that I might. It all depends on where the faction finishes. And it also depends on where I finish with all of these tours. So I'm just trying to get the tours done. So that's the next step. But yeah, once we get this all completed, I should be close enough. I might actually have to buy some of his shards off the Prizewall, but that might be a tomorrow morning thing. Once I see where I finish, so I might get Logan. I'll probably get Logan. Not super excited about it, but a new poster is a new poster, and he will be needed because he will be CSS for a very long time. He will be CSS. So, but yeah, if you were with me on Friday, the pulls that I did were basically identical to the pulls I did earlier on Friday. Nice, Brother Ray. Congratulations. That's awesome. 1, 2. That's awesome. You only did the two feuds. Yeah, I fell asleep during the third feud. I didn't even get to watch all of SummerSlam. I fell straight out of sleep. And so I woke up I woke up going, okay, maybe I should watch the end of this. But yeah, I woke up about 30 minutes before the feud ended. And was able to get at least a few of the CSS done, but not as many as I would have hoped for. Yeah, he'll be a decent add-in. Yeah, just like Tech Brock, you'll be able to win some matches here and there. He'll be a CSS. He's not going to be the greatest. You're never really going to use him. Yeah, coaching-wise, yeah, an affiliation strap would actually be pretty good on him. I did get a bunch of shards from his pulls. That's right, Bill's Mafia. So I was able to get, I don't know, like 300 and something shards, almost 400 shards from the pulls. So that worked out really well. Yeah, see, this time it worked. For whatever reason, like, I wasn't doing any damage to him last match. I feel like we went through 4 rounds and he still had like 11 million health. I was like, what's going on here? And then I dodged, which also made me worried that something was totally off. Recognize. What's happening? So I found that, like, I enjoyed SummerSlam. I try not to get too caught up in it being, no, get caught up into trying to be like, you know, some matches I don't care for, some matches are okay. But overall, I thought it was good. I enjoyed pretty much every match that they put on. I enjoyed it in some fashion, with the exception, obviously, of, and no spoilers, the final match. Felt it could have ended better, but here we are. 2, 3, 4. Is he? I think he's out of life too, isn't he? Even if he ain't, just blow up the board. Rey Mysterio wasn't on the show. Yeah, I found that to be actually quite interesting. That not only was Rey Mysterio not on the show, but they decided not to do anything with the U.S. Championship, which I also found interesting. They did nothing with the tag championships. And they've been doing this lately as well too, right? They'd rather than do eight to 8 or 9 shorter matches, they'd rather have 5 longer matches. If that makes sense. Yeah, is Ray hurt? Did Ray get hurt in that match against in that what was it, the U.S. Championship match? You know what, Evo? I have to agree with you on that one. I actually saw the WrestleMania one. I didn't get a chance to watch the other one today, but I actually liked that the press conferences that they've done recently. I found that to be actually really interesting too. So I'll probably keep watching those in the future. KO is injured right now too. Oh no, so they might have to drop it. Yeah, and like they did the same thing with like obviously they had to do that with Raquel, and dropping the tag championships there. They stopped. Oh really? Okay, I did not know that, Retro. Thank you. After the SummerSlam. Okay, I'll have to sit down and watch it. Like it's it's always good to have like sort of a backstage perspective, and like other sporting events have press conferences afterwards. It's just a rib injury. Okay, so he'll be back in like a week or two. Well, that's good. That's good to know. That's too bad that he got injured, but it's part of the wrestling game, y'all. I don't need any of these. That's fine. He's not living past us anyways. Whatever. He's dead with this one. So, Mask Panda, what's up? First time in the chat. Appreciate it. I think that's actually a really good point, right? So, disappointed, I think, only because like I don't think it matched the hype of everything else that was going on in the match. But yeah, it's going to set up for a great feud. They're going to be feuding for a while, and so I think that's really good. KO's is content. I hope he doesn't. KO's one of my favorite wrestlers. I love KO. I think he's hilarious. But yeah, wrestling takes a toll on your body, right? Zandal, are you still in here? Zandal can tell you, I think, better than anybody else as a wrestler. This stuff takes a toll on you. It's hard. It's hard to just keep getting up and doing this. So I can respect anybody who just says, you know what, that's it. This is my time. My time has come to stop and to move on to something else, right? So, but yeah, I think like to get back to what you said, Mask Panda, like they have been, the Bloodline as an entire chapter of WWE history and how long it's been going on, right? Like they've been doing this for over 3 years, right? Like of keeping Roman at the head of the table. And that's just a slow roll. And that's what they've been practicing, really, is trying to drag these things out over multiple pay-per-views, if they can do so, right? So the same thing that you're seeing with Cody and Brock, right? Multiple pay-per-views, and keep a big, and just make more feuding between people, and make that more obvious, right? So I can appreciate all of that. I have no problem with all of that. So 1 6-man attack, yeah. I think Biggie's injury was enough for him that it just might not be able to come back at all in any capacity where he could before, right? Yeah, imagine how Cody felt after. I'd be sad to see if Big E can't come back, right? And I think that's sort of the reason why we feel so adrift right now with New Day, and sort of they're sort of like rudderless at the moment, right? They're gonna have to try to find their groove again. But Kofi's getting older. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do with them. Yeah, Cody had a hell of a match. And he's going to feel it today, for sure. Not to return if he wants to be healthy later in life. Yeah, that's a fair that's a fair thing to say, right? Like, do you want to be healthy later in life? Because you're going to feel it for a long time to come, and that's a hard thing for a lot of people, especially when you put like your blood and guts and soul into all of this, right?
I know I'm sexy.
Yeah,
I've got the look.
that drives the girls wild.
I've got the move.
Heyman was asked what he would do. They're in the bottom of the third inning. That is a great comeback. I love that. Yeah, he might be celebrating his 100th and
It's a
80th
new day.
birthday.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Well, that came in hot. Wow. That came in really hot. Oh, I apologize, everybody. Yeah, that would be pretty awesome if he got an announcer position. I think he'd be actually really good at it. I'm not. Yeah, I don't know about that, Mass Panda. I don't think that he would have to. You got to go. See you later, Kid Kelly. Take care. Appreciate you, bro. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, I guess you could do that too, right? Like I think you're right, Monster. I think he's a good talker. I think he's funny and he's witty. You don't need all of your announcers to be heels, right? So you don't need all of them to be that angry. Yeah, he's great on the mic. He knows how to be hype and stuff like that. Being a manager, something like what MVP is doing right now, sort of thing, and being the talker for someone who's not a good talker might be the way to go. I could see that. I could see that being the play. And whatever Big E does, he's going to be in the WWE. He's going to be fine from all of it. I hope. But yeah, that's a tough. That's a tough thing to go through, right? Like, just a bad injury, an unlucky situation, and you feel for the guy, right? So that's a tough one to sit down and see. So yeah. Meanwhile, Ridge, who's like every once in a while, there's somebody who comes around who they just hurt people. Like they're just not they're not good wrestlers. I don't know how to put this, right? So like Seth has a way of hurting people too, right? Like that's also true. Yeah, I have no other way to put this, right? There are some wrestlers who get caught up in the moment and they just can't after. Yeah, yeah. That's like, yeah, that's a hard thing, right? Like you eventually you have to go, okay, is it worth me not being able to do these things later in my life? And everybody has to make that decision, and that is not an easy decision to make. So you have to, at 30, it's harder to come back to, right? Yeah, Finn, Sting got a big. Did I not do enough to get everything that I needed? I guess I didn't. Okay. Well, I guess we'll take one more turn. Yeah, Finn Balor's is a tougher one to. He's gonna get his move off. Boo earns. Having watched the. Yeah, Finn Balor's one's a tough one. I think like Finn was thrown kind of sideways, but he also turned kind of sideways into it. Sting did. Yeah, Ridge nearly did. That is that is a true fact. Like that was bad. That was definitely bad. Sting came out of that also really bad too. So like it's not like one and done. Do I make anything? These just go into submission gems. Yeah, there's. Oh, they turned into green. Whoops, that was my bad. Yeah, that is that is true, Stretch. Like he's gonna feel that for a very long time, probably for the rest of his life, right? So, and ask Stone Cold came back from an injury, never really was the same from from getting a pile drive. Um, Sting broke a couple of vertebrae, did he not, against Seth? I think. So like yeah, none of it's. I don't know. Seth Rollins has been fighting for a long time. I don't feel like every time I watch Seth Rollins fight that the person that he's fighting against might die. I don't have that same feeling when Ridge is wrestling. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. So I find it hard to like dissociate both of them. I guess like it's actually one of the reasons why I don't care much for Nakamura. Is the same sort of thing, right? Like for me, Nakamura is dangerous. Nakamura likes to get caught up in what he's doing and has been known to knee people and break their eye sockets, right? Like there's if your move is to do that, then you need to be better at controlling. Oh shoot, I wasn't paying attention. Here I am going off about the man I don't care for. And we're gonna lose this match for sure now. Probably could have put on a Santa's muscles. Just didn't want to move plates around. Oh, we are so going to lose this match. Never mind. We're going to quit this. Let's try this again. Quit. Knocked his tooth out. I actually did see that, Brother Ray. I saw him. I was like, what are you doing? You're 60 years old. What is it? I don't remember that one, Retro, but what's happening, Real Pyro? How you doing? I don't remember that one, but yeah, it's one of those things I guess wouldn't shock me. I don't know. I think it comes with the territory, right? Like it comes with. I have not gotten Logan yet. I think I can actually get him based on where Warriors finish. So if we as a faction finish well, then I think I should be able to get him. Might have to buy his stuff off the Prizewall. But no, I think we're good. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 4 is probably enough. That's all we need. And then we'll wait for Retro to come back from his ads. 4 gems into green gems. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. We fill you back up again. And we go for 9 turns. It's going to take a hot minute, but we should be good. We should get this done. You hit the ads, yeah. The ads. Yeah, I hate them as well. It's how they make their money. So it's what they do. Nothing like ticking off everybody who's here. You're back. Okay. I forget what I was talking about, Retro, but just in terms of just like, what were we talking? This is why you don't miss the Twitch. Yeah, I can't blame you, right? Like, it's the ads, it's the other sort of nonsense with it, but it's not that I have to be here being a CC, but like, it's easier within the system that I'm in to promote myself here, if that makes sense. So based on how the company goes, we'll make one thing right there. They do go, this is the greatest thing, right? Like, the ads go away if you subscribe to the channel, like Evo's done. They just go away, and they're gone. 1 month at a time. Oh, we're talking about Seth, yeah, breaking Cena's nose. Yeah, I don't have any recollection of that one. I don't know why, but I think like again, there are some wrestlers that just are a little bit less aware of their surroundings. That's 10 gems. When did I put? Oh, I did Cascade. That's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, I think that you just said exactly what I was trying to say, Monster, right? Like there are accidents where, someone moves the wrong way, someone is not going where they're supposed to go, or you put your head in a little bit closer or a little bit further away, you get smacked in the nose. Like so there are accidents, and then there are like accidents. And it's hard to dissociate the two. You're actually gonna make a line break, which is good. That does mean giving half to Amazon. That did not work as I expected. Now I'm gonna pay for it. He's gonna destroy some multiplies. Boo. What is that, Cascade? Get this nonsense out of here. You, sir, are not welcome to make stuff like that.
Give you what you want. I'm gonna give you what you need.
Spider Guard
Sit back as
gifted a subscription to Retro. Appreciate it, Spider Guard. Thank you so much. You're gonna give him the gift of the professor. Drink it in, man. That's awesome. Appreciate that. Appreciate you said they went over to him. That's awesome. We got a good community of people here. I think that's a very good shout out to like you say what you will about Brock Lesnar, but the guy fought in UFC. The guy fought in actual like wrestling in college, national champion and stuff like that. If he likes you, but yeah, he's not someone who went around just destroying people, if that makes sense. Like, 'cause he could. He could destroy so many more people based on what he could do. I think I'm actually enough. He has no life left. So I think that's like a very good point, right? There's lots of really big, strong, mammoth wrestlers out there who don't hurt anybody, right? Like they take good care of your opponent and work well together. Who we're talking about? We're talking about Ridge. Yeah, Ridge needs some work on that. That's maybe the best way we can put it. That's the best way we can put it. All right, do I really need any of these? Is this going to make it or break it? The subs and recycles. Okay, we can do that too. Put the traps out. I have 6 milestones. Oh, nice. I actually made it that far. That's not bad at all. We'll take it. Whoa, there's 200. That's good. We'll take that. Yes, yes. I like what you did here. Oh, why don't Sammy shards? Get out of here, Sammy. We don't need this nonsense. I could use your shards. Yes, more Rhea Ripley, please. And a whole bunch of other stuff down there. And Pat Patterson shards. Excellent. Excellent. Someone else I don't have. That's good. You made it to milestone 18, spending just $40. Yeah, this one seemed to be a little bit easier to get. And solo shards? Man, I'm getting some good ones out of here. That trick Sammy. Milestone 19, spending nothing. Well, that must be amazing. Here I am spending like a sucker. Hey, Nayrains, how you doing? Glad you made it. Doing okay? How's your time with your friends? Yeah, I don't think I'll make it to there. I think that's probably as far as we're going to get. You're doing good? Awesome. Well, glad you made it in. We're going to be on probably for another 10 or 15 minutes or so and then call it a night. So, yeah, Bill's Mafia. So that's why I'm sort of hesitant to take up a tech right now because I want to get something closer. Drink and listen to music. Those are the best times on a Sunday night. Sunday night with some friends. That's what you need. All right, where am I in all of this? Logan. I'm at 1525. And then the faction's going to get me... We are 8. I think it's 8 to 10 is the exact same, right? Faction, no. That. So we're looking at 325. So what's that? That's 1850? Is that where we're going to be? Oh, we're getting close. Oh, I haven't opened up my other stuff yet. Hold on. Way to hold the phone. Million extra points for getting... Yeah, when you... That's the thing, right? You cash in on one of those boxes like you did, Retro, then you're off to the races. You get that million points. You get so much further ahead than everything else. You're laughing to the bank. 6. What do we got? Boo. Get out of here. 100 more. All right, so we're up to 1625. Nice. I already got you. I didn't need those. I already got you. I could take those. Oopsie. And the future flight. I already got you too. Okay. All right, so I'm at 1625. What did I say? I'm getting 325. So that's 1925. And then I buy the 100 off the prize wall. Awesome. So yes. Yes, I am getting Logan Paul, everybody. based on all of this, I am getting Logan Paul. I'm going to have to spend my prize wall tokens basically on his pack in here to get him. So, womp womp. That's where we are with that one. So, I could get him from the box as well, right? He called it. You did call it, Sip thing. You did. You just had to check in. I appreciate you coming in and checking in. I appreciate that. Have I done everything? I think I opened 5 boxes and not 6, Bill's Mafia. So 6 is like you get 20 shards of I see why you're saying 6. It's not. I didn't open 6. I opened 5 boxes, and each of those boxes you get 20 of Logan and 20 of something else. So it's 6 things that open up, but there's only 5 boxes. If that makes sense, you get 5 of those other superstar shards, and 20 of each of the 20 of Logan Paul through all of that. So you just maxed the MLC. Nice, Monster. You got it. No, it was 5. It was 5. But yeah, I'm on my way. That's awesome. So I'm gonna have to. It says 16. I did say 1625. 325 from the faction. So we good. We good. Yeah. Look at you, Logan Paul. You're gonna be on my roster, sitting 4-star gold for a long time until I need you. Which will probably be like next week. Next week he's going to be a CSS, I bet you. I did 2, Brother Ray, which is usually what I do on a weekly basis. 1 to 2 depends on how hard I want to go at something. This week was a 2. Most weeks it's 1. 2 if I'm feeling oozy, maybe. But yeah, this week I got a lot of shards, and that really helped. So. Yeah, 2 megas. This weekend I did 2 megas. Last weekend I wanted solo badly, so I splurged and did 3 megas. So, and I got a victory tour for him. That's right, and I can get striker tokens because that's what I need for the victory tour. Right? Is it striker still in here? The ultimate disruptor. Yeah, it's all striker stuff for whatever reason. Yeah, I tried really hard, so I've only done 1. So this is a reminder for all y'all that are in here looking for something that is... Oh, retro. Nice. You went all in, did you? You went all in just to go get it. Yeah, so that's exactly why I did it last weekend, right? Last weekend I splurged. I did the 3 megas on the very first day so that I could do 4 total megas. I had an extra 40 chances. And you all saw my videos. If you haven't, you can go check them out and be as disappointed as I am. And possibly throw your stuff against the wall. I almost threw my phone. I was so mad last weekend. That was a really bonkers loot of just how, like, how strict is the wrong word. What am I looking for? Tight. It was very tight. It was not a very good odds. But was it worth it? I didn't get solo, so last week it wasn't. This week, I'm gonna get Logan Paul. Is that worth it? I guess maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna keep playing the game for a while, so I guess it's worth it. I think that's the other thing that like people don't. Those that don't spend a lot. One of the things that I've learned now that I actually splurge on this game. When's the giveaway? The giveaway is when I'm on the main channel. That's the other thing too, right? Like when you do giveaways, you can put them on the main. You usually only get them to do on the main channel. So you're going to bed after you're done with your drink. Sounds good, Aaron's. I'm probably in the same boat. I'm going to be getting off in just a second. Again, this goes back to your ability to spend what you want to spend on the game, how much you want to spend. Those are all decisions that you make, and there's no judgment from me whether you do or whether you don't. One thing that I've learned now that I actually splurge on this game and have gone into mini whale, possibly whale mode, depending on your point of view, is that and here, Mr. Soothing voice. Oh, you're always happy that you make your way in, Dave Rains. Thank you so much. Once you start spending in a consistent manner, whether it's like 1 mega a week, and you start getting characters, then it's easier to get characters going. And maybe it's dolphin mode. Maybe that's what it is, Retro. It's just easier to get characters going forward, right? Because you now have CSS, so it makes all of your requirements less, and it's a snowball effect. So you don't actually like not that you don't spend less, but you spend less time. It's just easier in some cases, right? There's just less grinding 5,000 point matches because you have all of the CSS. If I had not fallen asleep during the third feud, I had all of the CSS except for Logan, and I was in Logan and solo, so I actually would have had enough to max the Superstar contest, which I couldn't because I fell asleep. But maxing the Superstar contest, had I not fallen asleep and missed the whole thing, would mean that I'd have 1 million more points here, right? I would actually be one more here. I would have had this as well. So that's exactly it, Sip. You get the card that gets the next card that gets the next card, and it just snowballs like that. it just snowballs one after the other, and that's how they keep you, right? You get that next card, and then you get the next one, and they're like, oh, I like how this works when I don't have to try as hard, sort of thing. Usually around tax time. Yeah, when you have the money, you spend. When you don't, then you don't, and it's totally fine. And there's nothing like there's no pressure to do so. There's only pressure that you put on yourself. As long as you have fun playing the game, that's what matters, right? I think that's actually pretty funny. This like I was free to play Evo for the longest time. It's actually only in the last year or so that I've actually spent any money on any sort of any plan. So that's really like a big change, right? And when you go back or try to go back to playing free to play, it's maddening, I think, right? Like you just become so used to a certain amount of resources and other things that you're just like, what am I going to do? how is this even possible, right? But yeah, Mike, you have a great idea, right? Like have a plan. What are the things in all of these different, like just study, basically study what is in all of these. What can I get for this offer? What can I get for the next offer? How much can I get if I do this? Can I, it takes a little bit of planning, right? That's one thing that I really like that Naroka and Kyrain do. They do that a lot. So if we buy this one and this one, or if we go after this one and this one, then we can do this, right? So you're only up and available for 2 feuds. Yeah, it was a tough feud weekend. It threw a lot of people off. Reigns. You miss one, it makes the next one harder. Exactly. That's exactly it. You can't just go. You can't. Yeah. Once you miss one, it's really hard to catch up, for sure. Is it time, Jamie? What's happening? Yeah, they were a tough one. Thanks, Bill Buffy. You wanted to throw your phone for me. I appreciate that. Gold one and two or three of the bonus. Yeah, it's hard. Like if you're not spending, it's really hard to get into those bonuses. And usually the first two or three bonuses are mild bonuses, right? But one pull, like 140 pull a weekend, usually gets you 4 or 5 deep into that. And then depending on your CSS and everything else that you have, will determine how much further you go, how much and how much more you spend. The more you spend, obviously, the further you go in there. So, as you saw, two got me to number 18, and that's and again, had I not fallen asleep, I would have gotten to this one as well too. And that's 578 is my rank for that, and that's not bad considering that I had not the greatest feud weekend. Probably could have done, obviously, if I was awake and did an entire male feud, I would have done a lot higher. But it is what it is. But again, no, I'm not forcing, advocating, or saying anything. Spend your money how you wish to spend it, only if you have it to spend. But if this is a game that, yes, being a top faction helps a ton as well too, right? The higher up you get, that is something you need to do. I don't remember Bill's. Well, like it does, yes. Like his finisher's kind of beefy, Bill's Mafia. So like a move damage strap would work for him. I'd probably wait until you get a gem damage strap one. But at 5 gold with I think it's 100 or 150% move damage medal. I was doing 1,000,000, and that's not even like his levels aren't maxed out either. So it does scale kind of, but he's definitely gem damage. That was your yearbook nickname, Jamie? Oh, wow. And so now you feel that you got a chance to actually put the you have your own theme music when you walk in now. That's awesome. You just did the CSS and just dipped out of it. And you know what? It's your weekend, right? Like of all the events that we do, Flash Feud is my least favorite. I absolutely hate Flash Feuds. No rhyme or reason to them. They suck for at least 2 feuds based on wherever you are in the world. At least 2 are awful. Take care of you, boy. I appreciate that. You just wanted it to be cool. I appreciate that, Jamie. Thanks for coming in, Evo. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, I think that's my problem with the Flash feuds. But I think I need to go as well too. I think we've done this, y'all. We've done as much as I'm going to do. I'm glad I got the poster. Tomorrow we'll learn more information. Tuesday we start a new MLC, and Tuesday night is the next time that I will be streaming again on this channel, on my channel. So I hope to see everybody on Tuesday. I hope everybody has a great night, morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. Appreciate y'all coming in and coming to class. Take care, y'all. The third one started at 5 a.m. Yeah, well, that's probably why it sucked so much. For me, it started at midnight. Thanks, Brother A. I appreciate that. And I hope everybody has just a good one. Hopefully we got something good coming in for the next MLC, and we'll talk about it Tuesday. We'll do talent up and all that fun stuff. So we'll reconvene on class on Tuesday and go over everything that's in there, right? So let's do that. Good night, Nate Rains. Thanks so much, Mike. Later. Back to kick. All right, Retro. We'll chat soon. Take care. Take care, Bills Mafia, and good night, everybody.